on to who's your president. Wait a minute. Did Apollo write this? Actually, this is Olympus's first presidential debate, not a game show. As you all know, I'm Hermes, messenger of the gods, the god of trade, wealth, thieves, and travel, and I'll be your moderator tonight. Olympus has always been ruled by King Zeus, but due to very large protests and a landslide vote, we have decided to elect our next ruler. Tonight, our candidates will answer questions about what their plans are for Olympus and why they believe they're the best choice for our first president. Now let's meet the candidates. Up first, we have our former king of the gods, god of lightning, storm, and the skies, Zeus himself.
I've been ruler of the gods ever since the gods came into power. I defeated the Titans, and anyone who thinks they can take my rightful place can kiss my ass.
And that's your time! Give it up for Zeus, everyone. Next up is Hades, god of death and ruler of the underworld.
I think I can be a good president. Better than my brother, at least.
This is going to kill me. All right, give it up for Hades. And our final candidate?
Final candidate? I thought it was just us.
Please, hold your comments. Now everyone, give it up for the former queen of Olympus, goddess of marriage, Hera.
Hera?
I told you I would not do this if you put me next to my husband.
Don't do it then.
That's right, Zeus. I'm running against you for president. I have been in your shadows for too long, and guess what? It's finally my turn to have some power around here. Vote for me, Olympus, and we will move into the light together.
All right, time for our first question. What are your plans for improving Olympus? Zeus, you first, please.
My plans are to make it better.
The question was asking, how are you going to make Olympus better?
I'm gonna raise the stock market. It's been followed so long, and we can't have a crash, right? Without commerce, we need commerce, because I was an army of bad business. Right?
Wow,
Yep.
Thank you for that riveting insight, especially considering the fact that we don't even have a stock market. Our future is definitely in good hands. Next up, we have Hades.
Anyway, I'm gonna get us Wi-Fi. Mortals really are ahead of the times. So if I'm president, we'll move ahead with the times.
Great. And finally, we have Hera.
In terms of improving Olympus, I think we've already begun. You have all decided to remove this jerk from the throne.
Hey,
Please refrain from personally attacking your opponents.
Whatever. As president of Olympus, I will allow for open forums where citizens come straight to me with complaints and suggestions.
Wow, that was actually relevant. Anyways, our next question is, what are your plans for mortal relations and what regulations will you put in place to prevent affairs or conflicts with mortals? Zeus, you first.
Yeah, that's just typical. You're asking the guy who has 5 affairs a week if he's going to instate any regulations, and he stutters like a moron.
Oh, says the vindictive vengeance monster who tried to kill 2 babies.
Okay, let's move on. Hades.
Are you kidding? I want to see how this plays out.
Fine. Hera, your turn.
Being the goddess of marriage, I believe these regulations should have been created years ago,
Oh,
but...
get off your high horse already.
Excuse me? You're the one who cheats on the literal goddess of marriage.
At least I didn't try to throw any babies off a cliff.
At least I didn't create Pandora's box.
All right, that's it. Both of you, sit down. We're moving on. Next question is, what are your policies on human sacrifices? Who even wrote these?
Probably Dionysus. The guy's kind of a creep.
You know what? We're just gonna skip this one. Let's see. Oh, this one will definitely start some fights. What are your opinions on the other candidates?
Ooh, can I go first this time?
Whatever.
Neither of you are going to win.
And why is that?
Not many people liked you before this, and it's not like either of you have been even remotely professional.
How dare you?
Because you have so much to say, Hera, you're next.
Zeus is a cheating liar who has murdered and tortured countless beings, both mortal and immortal.
Isn't that a personal attack?
No, she's just stating facts.
And Hades is lonely, jaded, and creepy.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually.
He's not lonely half the year. He's got his wife, who probably has Stockholm Syndrome.
Hey.
I don't think either of you deserve to win. Thank you.
Okay, Zeus.
Hera's a positivity freak, cares way too much about her closet being fastened forward than Aphrodite's. Let's see, Hades, lonely, depressed, emo. Any other words that mean the same thing?
I'm not depressed. I'm just sleep deprived and sad.
Excuse me, but I care more about than just my closet. Like the fact that you've cheated on me more times than I can count.
Can we get back to the questions?
No.
No!
One time.
Oh yeah, one time. Let's see, there's Europa, Io, Semele, Demeter, Callistio, Leto, Nemesis. Need I go on?
Europa gave birth to Minos.
Who sacrificed 7 children a year to the Minotaur?
He became a judge of the dead.
Oh, yeah, that totally makes up for it. Especially because you were the one who chose him.
Well, what about you?
What about me?
You tried to raise a rebellion against me.
Which eventually worked, because here we are.
About Heracles, then. You drove him insane and he murdered his entire family.
Please, it was your choice to sleep with Alcamene. Anything that Heracles suffered as a mortal is your fault. And besides, he became a god. He never would have gotten that chance without me.
Normally, I'd be on your side, but you did also send snakes to kill him when he was a baby.
Oh, please! Says the one who abducted his wife and forces her to stay in the underworld with him for half the year. You're the reason Demeter's depressed all the time.
Hey!
And you murdered Lamia's kids and turned her into a child-eating monster.
She turned herself into a monster. I never did anything directly to Lamia.
How about the Trojan War? You interfered and fought your own son.
The Trojan War was a mess that you created, and Ares had it coming.
Are you guys done
No.
yet?
No! Now it's your turn again. Remember the time when you got married to a mortal woman while you were married to me?
Yeah, and then you turned her into a cow.
Only to hide her from Hera.
Wasn't that successful?
Didn't you also swallow your first wife?
Oh, yeah, after about the prophecy about your child being more powerful than you. Uh-oh, I can't let my child be born, but I don't want to be like my dad and swallow the kid, so instead you swallowed your wife.
And somehow that logic caused the goddess of wisdom to spring from your head?
Speaking of Athena, where is she?
She's literally the smartest Olympian there is. She knew better than to get caught up in this.
That's fair.
Speaking of the hot mess that this debate has turned into, I think we're calling this one.
Just getting to the good stuff.
Thank you, candidates. Results of the election will be announced in a few weeks. Remember to vote, Olympus. Welcome back, everyone. The votes are in, and the first president of Olympus is Athena.
She wasn't even running. I demand a recount.
Well, Athena won by a landslide, actually. Barely 10% voted for any of you.
10%.
I mean, it makes sense.
But.
Well, who's the runner-up?
Oh, Artemis and Hestia.
What?
What? I will smite you all to kingdom come till there's nothing but bones and
And that's that. See you all at the inauguration.